What's going on, everyone? I'm Andrew with Camper Kingdom in Meridian, Mississippi, and today we're going to be viewing a brand new 2022 Forest River Impression model number 330BH. 2-bedroom, bath and a half floor plan with sleeping room possibly for 8 or 9 people. And right now I've got all the slides closed in, 3 of them by the way, to show you what it looks like going down the road, as well as to tell you with the slides closed, you're not going to have access to the refrigerator, but you would definitely have access to both of the bathrooms. We're going to start on the inside of the coach, going over its different features before we head outside. So if you're new here, welcome to the channel. Hit that subscribe button down below and let's get started. Wanted to give you guys a shot of both of the awnings on the outside of the new 330 that recently hit the market about 3 or 4 months ago, plus a sneak peek of the outdoor kitchen. It seems as though a lot of the manufacturers are starting to build their own version of this layout. Just last week I showed you all a Keystone Cougar that was a 2-bedroom, bath and a half with quite a similar layout. And you'll notice as we go through, there's quite a lot of similarities. There's some pros and cons to both of them. And this one's got a really cool universal lounge in one of its bedrooms that could be removed, giving you a lot of space for possibly a humongous office. 3 total slides, 2 of them found here in your living room. Nice big 50-inch TV with electric fireplace down on the bottom, and I call that a shoe garage. Nice place to just store all of your shoes. You know, maybe when you come back from a beach, keeps them out of the way. All electric 12-volt refrigerator, 10.7 cubic foot. This is a Furrion brand. And standard on all the Impressions this year is the new, so you're going to have a 100-watt solar panel on the roof. I'll make sure I say this correct. A 30-amp charger, which keeps enough charge to the battery to make sure it extends the life of that battery, which does send over a charge to the refrigerator, so you can have that refrigerator running off of the solar. I gave it a try here at Camper Kingdom just to see how long one battery would sustain keeping that refrigerator cold, lasting about 24-25 hours before the camper realistically needed to be plugged back in. Kitchen island in the middle, and your countertops are going to be more of a pressed membrane countertop. This is a hard heated plastic wrapped over a Formica material, but it keeps it from swelling if it comes in contact with any water. Single basin stainless steel drop-in sink also. Your standard oven for an RV. You do have the matching pull-out drawer on the bottom for additional pans. Greystone oven, maybe enough room for a pan of biscuits. Move this out of the way with your traditional 3 burners on the top. You do have the low-profile hood vent, so larger pots could be placed there. Standard Greystone microwave. Coming around to your entertainment center though, I want to take a seat and just make sure I point out, you're not looking straight, but just a little bit off to the half right, and you have plenty of counter space up there for maybe some additional accessories. But take a look at this though. Look at your pantry. For a mid-size, mid-profile coach, this thing has plenty of storage. Floor to ceiling pantry with some really cool shelves cut out, plus they give you the added additional cabinetry up here. Kind of a smoked glass accent on those up here, but be mindful, you're going to need at least a stepping stool to gain access to that. I'm 6'2" and it's rather high. Coming around to your entertainment slide, sleeper sofa, and you do have some carpet. Your slide box height inside of this model is right at 5'11". No tint found on any of the windows, and I will pull those down closer towards the end to show you how great the blackout shades on this coach really do. Plus you have the valance on both sides. Coming up to your bedroom, where you're going to have a 60 by 80 queen size bed, and you do have some additional storage found underneath the bed. Automotive grade windshield in the front, allowing for that much more natural sunlight to come in. Open this up for all of you. Closet slide, and just like the Cougar that you looked at last week, be really mindful with the closet slides. You want to make sure all these doors are closed before retracting the slide in for transportation. There is a hanging rod in there also. 12-volt and 110 outlets found underneath both of the hanging wardrobe closets, and you do have an accessory stored in there, and it's black, so it's hard to see. So if I can pull that out. Pretty cool little hanger, just gives you, separation between all of your stuff. One thing this model has that the last one you looked at last week did not is going to be washer and dryer connections for a full-size stackable. That's really cool. But if you don't want that, you do have the added accessories for the shelves, plus the hanging rod. And if you decide about a television, maybe room for a smaller 28 to 32 inch television. Coming around to the bathroom, ceiling height upstairs, you're at 6'3". It is more of a flush mounted shower pan. 2-piece plastic shower with this accordion style shower curtain. And the manufacturer claims this is a tongue-twisted, self-drying shower curtain, but I would recommend leaving that open once you're finished showering to allowing it to dry. Porcelain foot flush toilet with a decent amount of changing room. Coming around to your bathroom sink where you still have those pressed mid-bearing countertops. Medicine cabinet provided. All the controls for both the air conditioner slide operations found right inside the entry door. Before I get into the back guest bedroom, I've gone ahead and closed the black roller shades to show you how much natural sunlight really was finding its way through. And even though there's no tint on any of the impression windows, it still does a really great job of keeping all that natural sunlight out. And in relation to size, it's not quite as big as a queen size bed, but the sleeper sofa is definitely bigger than a full, and you have plenty of walk around room if you are having to utilize that sleeper sofa. But heading all the way to the back where you could possibly utilize this area for a couple of different things. One sleeping room for possibly 4, maybe 5 people with lots of storage space for all of our guests. Plus the loft bed on the top. But what's really, really cool is that you could possibly remove the Versa Lounge and maybe install some type of desk facing the rear. Maybe you've got a spot where you're looking back over the water. That would be a really great workstation. But sleeping room possibly for 4 or 5 individuals with your own private half bath right off of that outdoor kitchen, preventing it from possibly just causing a lot of extra foot traffic moving around the coach. Porcelain foot flush toilet, and you're not going to have a medicine cabinet, but you still have plenty of storage space found underneath the bathroom sink. But I think it is just really cool that you do have options for either sleeping or to use this room for something completely different, like maybe an office or for storage, or maybe if you bring pets along. How about that? You could even remove the Versa Lounge and replace it with a couple of kennels. Really cool idea. So you have options back there in the back. A date and time of making the video, MSRP on this coach of $80,830. For pricing and availability, I always leave a link down in the description taking you back to our website to view more additional photos of these models. If you happen to get there and this coach is not there, send me an email. We'll be glad to get up with you and give you a price. But if this is where you end your videos and you're not really interested in what's on the outside, leave us some thumbs up. They definitely do help. Also, leave us some comments telling us where maybe you're from. I've recently had customers starting to show up from Oregon, Connecticut, Florida, Louisiana, Arkansas, just several different states where people have been showing up just to show your support. And I greatly, greatly do appreciate it. So continue to like, subscribe, and come see us. Coming at you 41 feet in length, 96 inches wide, 13 feet, 4 inches tall to the highest point, is this 2022 Forest River Impression, model number 330BH. 2-bedroom, bath and a half floor plan. Pretty new floor plan to recently hit the market a few months ago. First time we've had the opportunity to get one here at Camper Kingdom. And one really cool thing to point out about Lippert. Lippert is the manufacturer that does all the frames for multiple chassis that we do carry here at Camper Kingdom. But they started changing the texture, the overall finish to the frames. More of a powder coat. Let me come back here and show you what that looks like. But it's always great to see a company making some changes, always looking for room to improve. 96 inches wide, sitting on a 10-inch I-beam construction. Dry weight of 10,837 pounds. Hitch weight on this coach of 2,165 pounds. Fully laminated sidewalls, slide boxes, almost all the way through. I think the only thing that's not fully laminated is going to be the back wall on this coach. You got two awnings, one's 12 foot, the other one's 14 foot. And both of these will have an LED light strip found underneath. Those are also going to be white in color. Hope you can see what those look like. And while we're here, take a look at the windows. That's what it's going to look like with the black roller shade down. High white back, which is utilized to help reflect some of that sunlight from finding its way through. Coach is going to be leveled from a 4-point electric leveling system, and that's a shot of the front legs there. But notice you do have a plunger. You got to let the leg down halfway, then pull out the plunger, dropping the rest of the leg down before pressing the fully automatic leveling controls found over here in the water management area. Front pass-through storage compartment, which does have the leveling controls. Just by simply pressing of a button, this coach will level itself, or you could also maybe utilize that to maybe change some tires. Coach is going to have a 6-gallon gas or electric hot water heater, and I call this a water management area because the water lines come up through the floor connecting to your city water connection. This is where you're going to fill your freshwater holding tank, which by the way has a holding capacity of 57 gallons. Outdoor shower, black tank flush. That's going to be the hot water heater bypass. And if you were to have cable at your park, that's where it would hook up to for the different television connections. And while I'm here, shot of the beams, which unlike some of the other competitors in the market. High radiant foil wrapped all of the floor. Also, vacuum bonded side walls. Really good, sturdy, solid coach. Automotive grade windshield on the front too. That one does have some tint on it. Coming around, fully insulated baggage doors. These are almost about 2 inches thick. And this one has the magnet which holds it back out of the way with slam latches. Outdoor marine grade speakers. Coming around too, this coach is going to be sitting on two 6,000-pound Dexter axles, Goodyear E-rated tires, and this is your second entrance leading into that private half bath. And both of the doors have this friction hinge, preventing it from swinging back, possibly causing damage to your awning there. Second awning here, right at 12 feet. That one does have the LED light strip underneath it as well. Outdoor kitchen. I like the new griddles that they're putting on all the models now this year. That's really nice. Plenty of storage space. You do have a 110 outlet, but one thing I wish they would have done, your outdoor TV connection's under that awning. I wish maybe they would have brought it back here, because you certainly have plenty of space to put one right in there. Maybe about a 32-inch TV could fit in there. And take a look at this. The baggage door held up by magnets, by the way. These things are thick, nice and heavy. Really big, thick baggage doors. Here on the back of the coach, rear mounted ladder, blindside camera prep, and down here on the bottom you do have a 2-inch receiver. This is not for pulling a trailer or vehicle. This is only going to be utilized for maybe a bike rack, luggage rack, maybe a place to store a grill on the back of the coach. 300-pound load capacity there. Another cool thing, good place to store your sewer lines once you're finished camping. And speaking of sewer, this coach has 2 different sewer connections. Back here in the back, that's only going to be gray, coming from that private half bath. And around here in the front, you got your second connection. You have, honestly, 3 more. I failed to point that out. That's going to be from the washer and dryer. That's your sewer. You got gray and black handles here. But this one here, that one's just for the washing machine, if you decided to install that washing machine. Rack and pinion slides on this side here, plus on the opposing side. And this is a Lippert component electric slide. So thank you so much for sticking around this long in the video. I greatly do appreciate it. I'd like to ask all of you guys out there on YouTube for a favor. There is a young man who goes out to a local dirt track here in Meridian by the name of That Why Not Kid. You can find him over on YouTube, and I'll leave a description right here so that way you know what to search on YouTube. Click over to his page, give the young man some support, continue to like, subscribe, leave us some comments. Come see us.